Today we invite you on an intriguing journey dedicated to one of the most unique and distinctive peoples of the African continent, the Himba tribe. For many centuries, despite the challenges of time, the Himba have carefully preserved their authentic culture and traditions, remaining true to their ancestral heritage and demonstrating remarkable resilience. In this video, we will try not only to lift the veil of mystery, but also to delve deep into their history. We will explore their origins and understand the challenging journey they have undertaken to adapt to the changing conditions of the surrounding world. So, who are the Himba? These people, who speak the Himba language belonging to the Bantu language group, represent an astonishing cultural phenomenon. While many Bantu peoples, who have spread across vast territories of Africa, have undergone significant changes in their cultural way of life, under the influence of external factors, the Himba have managed to preserve many elements of their original heritage intact. This remarkable conservatism, combined with a deep connection to traditions, makes their culture particularly valuable for all of humanity. According to anthropologists and ethnographers, the migration of the Himba ancestors to the territory of present-day Namibia and southwestern Angola could have begun several thousand years ago. Although some researchers date this process to approximately 500 years ago, there is a hypothesis that their ancestors were the Ohongo people, who in turn were part of a larger confederation of tribes that inhabited Central Africa. Thus, the roots of the Himba culture go deep into the past, connecting them with ancient civilizations of the African continent and testifying to the centuries-old history of their people. It is likely that on their long and arduous journey, the Himba encountered various tribes and peoples, and their history, like that of any other ethnic group, was not devoid of conflicts, wars, and clashes over resources. However, despite all the difficulties and challenges, the Himba managed to preserve their unique identity and culture without losing any important element of their originality. This is a testament to their extraordinary resilience, ability to adapt to difficult conditions, and their deep commitment to their own heritage. The first migrations of the Himba were part of a larger process of population movement that encompassed almost the entire African continent. Historians believe that the Himba originally inhabited the central regions of Africa, but about 500 years ago, they began their movement southward. The reasons for this migration could have been various factors, including climate change, the deterioration of the environmental situation in their places of residence, increased conflicts with other tribes, as well as the simple necessity of finding new pastures for their livestock. Around the 16th century, the Himba settled in the north of present-day Namibia, near the border with Angola, where they still reside. To this day, they continue their traditional way of life and maintain a connection with their historical homeland. The new homeland of the Himba, the Namib Desert, is an extremely challenging and harsh environment characterized by extreme conditions, high temperatures that can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius in the summer months, very low rainfall occurring as rare and brief showers, and extremely difficult conditions for agriculture. However, the Himba, being a people with an extraordinary ability to adapt, have found their own way to survive by developing unique methods that allow them to thrive in such harsh conditions. They became herders and nomads, relying on their animals, especially sheep, goats, and cattle, as well as on the natural resources that the desert provides them. Their lives are closely tied to the cyclical nature of the seasons and the movements following the herds. This has allowed them to maintain their economic and social structure over many generations. An astonishing fact is that, despite numerous trials, hardships, and challenges, the Himba have managed to preserve their ancient traditions and rich culture. This is truly a feat in the face of constant changes and the increasing influence of the outside world. In the 21st century, the Himba continue to use their traditional farming methods, adhere to unique customs in matters of marriage, child rearing, as well as in other areas of life, including religious beliefs, folklore, and social organization. This makes their culture particularly valuable and significant for understanding the diversity of human civilization. One of the most important aspects of Himba culture is their high skill in livestock care, especially for sheep and goats, which play a central role in their lives. Livestock farming is not only the foundation of their economy and daily life, but also an integral part of their spiritual and social life. The knowledge and skills in animal husbandry, passed down from generation to generation, ensure their survival in harsh conditions of the desert. For the Himba, livestock is not just a source of food and income. It is also an important measure of social status and a necessary element in rituals and ceremonies that accompany all significant events in the lives of family members. Himba women hold a special position in society. They are the keepers of ancient traditions and customs. They continue the practice of coloring their skin and hair with red ochre, derived from natural minerals. This complex and labor-intensive procedure is not only an element of aesthetics and adornment, but also has a deep symbolic meaning, expressing their inseparable connection with nature and the spiritual world. According to Himba beliefs, red ochre possesses magical power, protects against evil forces, symbolizes life energy and fertility, and also serves as protection from the scorching sun and harsh climate. This method of coloring also emphasizes their ethnic identity and distinguishes them from other peoples. The traditional attire of Himba women also deserves special attention. It consists of a leather loincloth, jewelry made of copper, shells, bones, animal whiskers, as well as various amulets. The variety and number of ornaments can indicate a woman's social status, age, and marital status. Himba hairstyles are also part of their unique cultural identity. They can be quite complex and diverse. Their shape can change depending on age and social status of the women. Various materials are used to create intricate hairstyles, including ochre, fat, herbs, and natural fibers. The life of the Himba is closely connected with their traditional beliefs and rituals. At the core of their religious beliefs is the ancestor cult and the worship of the supreme god, whom they call Mukuru. Natural forces and spirits dwelling in the desert also play an important role in their spiritual life. They conduct various ceremonies, rituals, and festivals that accompany all important events in their lives, such as birth, coming of age, marriage, and death. These rituals help them maintain social cohesion and strengthen their connection with their ancestors and the spiritual world. However, despite their resilience and commitment to traditions, they could not avoid the influence of global processes and modern changes. With the onset of the colonization of South Africa, and later with the spread of Western culture, they faced new and sometimes quite serious challenges. Today, their society is at the crossroads of two worlds, traditional and modern, which poses complex questions about preserving their identity, the conditions of globalization, and the increasingly rapid development of technology. Modern technologies, such as education, access to mass media, employment opportunities in cities, and communication via the internet, provide the Himba with new opportunities and prospects. However, these processes also carry risks associated with the loss of traditional values and changes in lifestyle. Many young people, in pursuit of education or more comfortable living conditions, leave their native settlements, which creates certain challenges for preserving culture and passing on knowledge to future generations. Nevertheless, the Himba tribe continues to demonstrate its unique strength of spirit, commitment to their traditional values, and ability to adapt to changing circumstances. The Himba culture is not just a set of customs, rituals, and ceremonies. It is a holistic, complex, and profound philosophy of life that is carefully passed down from generation to generation. The history of this unique people, their migrations, adaptation to life in harsh desert conditions, their struggle to preserve their identity is an inspiring example of resilience, strength of spirit, and respect for their roots. The history of the Himba is a story of survival, preservation of identity, and deep respect for traditions that are rooted in the distant past. And although the surrounding world is constantly changing, the Himba remain true to their culture, showing us that even in the most difficult conditions, it is possible to maintain a connection with one's past and the values that shape it, the foundation of their society. They prove that preserving cultural heritage is an important condition for sustainable development and harmonious coexistence in a diverse world. We hope that this video has allowed you to learn more about the amazing Himba tribe, their unique culture, and complex history.